Today we're going to be playing a Crow Messenger deck. This is one we haven't done in a long time, but that we always see occasionally on the ladder, and I want to give it a shot to try and take advantage of Sove. Now, Sove used to be very, very strong, and I haven't seen him in a while, so I thought we'd give a deck with Sove a shot, and also the buffed Offering to the Sea goes in here quite effectively. We're going to try and damage stuff with the Offering to the Sea, set up a big Sove potentially, and then since we're also doing Offering, for that reason we're going to throw in the Bear Witcher Mentors, because we can bring back all the crows, hit them all with the Offering, and then a big mentor down. So that's the idea. Those are our main combos here in the deck. Playing the Fuchsia to revive stuff, mainly Axel. We've got the Oneiromancy and Heatwave for some control and consistency. We mentioned the Sove already. Crow Mother for the carryover and the ability to spawn the crows. We want to spawn those crows. We don't have the best ways of doing it, but she gives us one to do so. For the Axel transform, that is. Got Decree as well for more consistency. Axel we mentioned, Bride, and Ermion. And we have the Decoction, Offering. And I ran Deregere. You can run Jenga. I was actually running Jenga before. As we are playing Patricidal Flurry, we do have the ability to just put out that one Bloodthirst for him. But I found that it's a bit risky because sometimes you want to keep all your leader charges for the Sove. Right, because you're going to short round 3. There's no guarantee you'll be able to damage something, so I find a lot of the time I don't want to spend the early leader charge on Jenga, so I upgraded it, swapped it out for Deregere. I think it's a bit better in this. With the 2 Blessings for the Messengers, 1 Raging Bear for that high roll on Sove if we get it. Then we've got the 2 Bear Witcher Mentors, a Rhizome, 2 Megascopes, 2 Half-Roots, and Squirrel. The Squirrel, Half-Root, and Bear are just for the Sove. Not just for Sove, they're mainly for Sove, but the little Half-Root in particular can enable better plays on the Bride, which is quite nice. And also sets up damage for Sove, sets up damage for the Mentors, so good synergies all around there. But yeah, this is the Crow deck we're going to go with. Should be pretty fun. Usually I see this with Blaze of Glory, but you know what? I thought we'd change it up today. Do something with Sove, maybe get some value out of him this time. Playing in some Reckless Flurry, probably Witchers, could be Lippy. Those are the normal decks there. They have a lot of carryover setup they can do too if it's Witchers, so we gotta be careful about that. Same with Lippy, really. The Squirrel we usually keep in deck for Sove. But there's a chance it's a Lippy deck. And Lippy, like Compass Lippy. We still have no... Not still, we have no... Put it back. I don't think that's what's going to be. No Crow Messenger is kind of a problem. We didn't draw a Decree or Oneiromancy either, so we can't get it. That's not good. I guess he could be playing crows as well. But if we don't draw crows and he does, that's kind of a GG, to be honest. There's nothing we can do about that. His carryover's just way better. Maybe we get value enough out of our offerings that we can match it, but I'm skeptical. Definitely want to play this, though. Don't have a Bear Witcher Mentor either. I'm gonna just hope he's playing some kind of value deck. Like mid-range value type stuff, and not big combo with crows. And if it's Lippy, he's gonna get to do his full Lippy stuff, because we can't stop the round 1 without leader committing. Which, considering he's going first, probably... It might be worth it if he commits hard first, but I don't know if he will. So I put the Squirrel back, so we have that option. Oh, we're going Druids? We can probably deal with Druids. Killing the Druid's better than just shutting it down, because he still has the bonded if you don't kill it. But this denies a blessing on it. So we want to lock the first one, I think, and kill the second one. I'm not as worried about the lock as against the battle transversion, because there you have to worry about stuff like Draco Turtle, sometimes Sigvald, those big payoff cards. We just got a win on even on 7? Weird. It's good for us. I'm pretty sure it's good for us, but it's a little strange. He's got to have a bad hand too, or his deck is something interesting. I think we're going to try and aim for a big Sov on that. Where are our messengers, though? I mean, really? I think we have to keep this combo. I think we put this back. Oneiromancy Decree Fukusha. Or Oneiromancy Decree 2 messengers. Okay, I guess not. We are playing the Oneiromancy Decree over the Roach Knickers because it makes us more likely to have access to our stuff round 1, which is where we need to do setup. But I guess that doesn't pan out for us. Couple options there for Ermion. Let's begin with Axel. No reason really not to do this. We could go for a transform on Axel, but at this point there's no guarantee we're getting to that stuff. So we gotta remove this. That's a really scary card. It's actually kind of scarier than this scenario even. The ceiling's so much higher. So we're just playing regular Druids, I guess, both Patricidal, or with Reckless Flurry. That's a nice creation for him. We are still going to just look for a really big Sov this round. We need something to Megascope. This is going to be the only bronze worth doing it on. So we'll do it early as well. Okay, he's doing all the carryover Druids love. The thing is, normally we could kind of match this with our big combos, but we have absolutely no way of setting up our Crow Messengers. I mean, we could Bride into this and then have gone Axel ranged. But I think we're just better off doing something in this round. Just trying to get value. Trying to make him use his stuff. Than having a round 3 Sov in a short round. I think that'll be better. Could be wrong. Yeah, look, there's all the carryover, and then there's a scenario to preserve the carryover. I think we just... Do we shorten the round, or we just call it here? Shorten round 3. I think shortening round 3 is going to be better in the long run. So this round 1 kind of makes sense then. He just is counting on the carryover being enough into round 3 to survive. Wondering when the Freya's blessings are coming down. Because if this is an Otkel deck, that's where we're getting very scared. There's the first blessing. That's obviously quite enough for him here. We could drop a Bear Mentor. Try and bleed out one more card for him. But he's just going to play a random bronze alchemy, so I don't think that's worth it. He has a lot of carryover. We never drew our Crow Messengers, so we don't have any. That's unfortunate. Oh, now you're going to show up. Thanks so much. He's going first, too, so we can't count on the squirrel to do anything. That's not good anymore. Normally here the squirrel would be pretty good, but since all of his cards boost, I'm not convinced we'll actually be able to, you know, use that, use the Sove on stuff that's damaged, because it's probably going to be boosted. I think we have the Fuchsia to open up Rain for this on Decoction. I think we have the Fuchsia into Axial Tempo. I think we need to do this. As we have to kill the next Druid he plays. So he plays one. No, we still can't kill it. Because he'll use the Mushy Truffle Order on it. If he doesn't use the Mushy Truffle Order, we can get it. We have to try for this, I think. Because if he gets the Druids out, it's too much. It's too much value. Nice, he didn't go for it. This Greatsword create from him is worth so much in the long run. We can't play this safe. Where is Bride? We just gotta kill this. So I think he's waiting to bring the second one back so we can hit 3 units with the Mushy Truffle. And if he didn't do that, if he just gave it like armor or something, there's not much we can do about it. Okay, so now we're looking at something here. We're still holding an alchemy, so let's do this. We want to Bear Witcher Mentor before offering potentially here, because we do have the 3/1 health guys. We'll kill. Guess we get more value from damaging the other cards though. But we're just gonna have to count on the double Bear Witcher Mentors being worth a ton of points. There's gonna be a heat wave. We know that. Let's see. How's that Mentor looking now? Looking pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Gonna get Blessing. Now, Blessing's not worth it. We want to go Ermion into this to make more stuff for us to hit with the Offering and Mentors. So let's do that now.
Gods protect us.
Let's go wide for a little bit here at least. He's not going to be running Fuchsia because of all the provisions in the carryover, I think. There's the Draco Turtle. So that's a problematic card for us. Does a clash right away. I want to last say the Sove, I think. No, actually, I want to Sove next, is what I'm saying. I want to Sove next. That actually is a good play for him, because we're losing 2 points on these. He gives us 1 back, I guess. It's even. Yeah, we get 1 back and lose 2, so it's actually a positive play for him. Then we go Sove, double Bear Witcher Mentors, and just see if our raw points... I think that was the wrong target, but whatever. And just see if our wrong... not wrong. He just did something wrong, I think. We'll do 1, 2... We have to do the squirrel, so I'm really glad we put that back in our deck for this reason. Alright, so just get us those solid 18 points of yours. He probably has a heat wave we're going to see on Arnulf. But if he doesn't use it on Arnulf, we're getting these Bear Witcher Mentors after the offering are going to be worth a ton of points. Leandra. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. That's for that. That's really good value. The Clash on Draco Turtle is going to win this game for him, though, I think. Because it's like 20 points. There's the Wolfsbane, the Clash. And that will just about do it. Oh, never mind. The Arnulf didn't die, so we got more points off of it. GG. Oh, wow. Did not count on the Bear Witcher being a 19, but a Bear Witcher Mentor there. That's just winning the game there. Bear Witcher Mentors took that one. Kemp, Kemp, Kemp. What are we doing here? Nilfgaard soldiers, potentially. Got a messenger with an alchemy. That's a good start. Leave this in deck for later. Don't need those yet. No megascopes is unfortunate. No axle's unfortunate too. We do want to keep this because it lets us spawn crows. For the axle, we can decree the axle. I think we should be running 2 of these rhizomes. But I didn't want to change the deck in the middle of trying out some games. He's playing some engine soldiers. It's going to be quite good for him. Playing some Shupe. Could have some value there. Trying to think of what this would most likely be. It's always rent-free as well. A lot of these Nilfgaard leaders can play several different decks. Makes it kind of hard to guess what's going on in the beginning. There's a Jan. We know it's not the rent-free one then. Either Shupe or soldiers, most likely. Draw this, discard. That's a good draw. Let the other Druid out. We want to decree Axel, so we can actually, now look at the Oneiromancy, get the Crow Mother, which is quite good for us. We didn't get the Crow Mother access. We were going to have to try and figure out how to get this Rhizome out. Maybe just play it for 2 crows, then transform. But this way, if he doesn't remove the Crow Mother, it'll spawn the 3 crows. Suppose he kills like the 2 ones. If he kills the Crow Mother, we already have the crows out for Axel. So this is really good then. We're just short those Megascopes. We can play those round 2 after bringing back our crows. Because if he's just going to yawn and then just play bronzes, we want to get carryover set up. There's a messenger, that's fine. Let's get a couple more crows. So scoreless. Took the Oneiromancy. That's fine, I think. I think that's fine. We could save this and try and go for Fukusha on this later. We'll just play this now because it's 4. We can always bring it back with a Bride. Got a decent point lead here. I would think he passes because he played Jan and a Squirrel. But people do different stuff sometimes. I think passing here makes sense for him. He needs a lot, and he's played slow. Got Ermion into the Blessing. Fuchsia's probably our, like, Fuchsia Bride are our best draws, I think. Now, this is actually all of our alchemies, so we want to put one of these back for the Ermion. Want to thin it. That's good for carryover. Get the Regere. Yeah, we want to Ermion this blessing, so we don't brick him later, and it thins our deck. What I would like to do here, I think, is go Ermion, Blessing, Megascope, obviously, probably Deregulate Engine, or Decoction Engine, and then we're looking at the option of going with offering Mentors and saving Leader round 3. I think that could work out pretty well. Let's do that.
I can help you if you wish.
Keep in mind, he banished from us. He banished our own Neuromancy, so we still have all of our carryover. We just don't have the extra consistency. Should be a Battle Stations here. It's Battle Stations or it's Shupe, I think, are the choices here. We don't see a Battle Stations, because he would have topped it with Jan. Should probably be with normal soldiers. If we don't see the Battle Stations, I imagine it's a Shupe deck. So I think it's a Shupe deck. Yeah, definitely a Shupe deck. Against that, he has carryover from the Shupe Resilience. We can't interact with that. He's going to play, like, 3 Resilience cards, right? There's going to be, like, a War Council. Oh, please don't RNG the Fuchsia. Don't be a Nilfgaard player. Thank you. That would have been, like... We have such good targets there. But since we don't have Heatwave, he's going to go carry over, like, probably Ale, probably this, probably Truffle. So we need to force out those orders this round, I think. Otherwise, we're just looking at probably a bit too much carryover. It'll exceed the value of our crows. Plus, we'll be looking at a Shupe. So I think we want to play pretty aggressively towards these two.
Last man on his post sleeps on an empty stomach.
This should be correct. So we have to lock that. This isn't always right. If you're playing like double Nausicaa's, for example, and they stack on top of your deck, you might miss the right Nausicaa. It's definitely worth shutting those points down. Yeah, Purify, sure.
All these signs can mean but one thing.
We want to play towards these. I do think it's worth removing this. Because if there's Nausicaa's, stuff like that, he's going to get good amount of extra points from it. We save this blessing for round 3, I think, so we can Fuchsia Axel. Comes the Illusionists. So next we go in here, we go then with the Offering. And we can almost get to the bear, but not quite. Plays one more damage thing, which he's not going to play a damaged thing. But we can do the little half-ru Sove. We can do that into the 2 Bear Witcher Mentors and just try and force out all of his carryover orders. Or we can try and save the Sove round 3 and not do this all in here round 2. The thing is, we can kind of just do this all in round 2. And then we have Fuchsia, Heatwave Blessing for Crows round 3. I think we can do that. So let's actually do it. Plus, if this round is long enough, we might end up roadblocking him. Get one of those nice big Soves. Big point slam. Now, since he's playing a Shupe deck, he could high roll on Shupe. There's always that option. Otherwise, this should be pretty good. As we just drop Bear Witcher Mentors like it's nobody's business now. They're going to be worth so much. So the Marine, we save this round 3.
Axes out. Ready to board.
No Truffle, by the way, which is good. After it's a nerf, I guess they don't want to play it. We'll drop this Bear Witcher in here. It should be past Igni range. Yeah, 19 points on him. That's quite a bit. And we have the other one coming down next. Then we'll pass on that. We're never getting better Bear Witcher value than this, unless we're playing, I don't know, like a Teshem Sword. Gets 10 value, not bad. There's another 19 here. Actually, should be more now because he hit this. The 20-point Bear Witcher Mentor is coming down here for insane value. He's down like 38 points or so. There's probably a couple tall... There's probably like one Heatwave Tall Punish, like one Vilgefortz. Maybe one of each. There's the Invocation. We're going to pass on this. He's still down a lot, but he has Shupe Redea. So, he's already played their day. He has Shupe for carryover. He's got 2 Resilience Orders out. He's going to probably pick the Resilient Shupe. And then try and use stuff for carryover, right? Yeah. He's getting 4 points end of turn. Right, so 2 and 2, 4, 65. Oh no, that's right, we have the Infuse. I forgot about that. So yeah, he does get away with this. That's okay. He's got a lot of carryover, but we have set up as well. We are going to have just our power hand here, right? Squirrel, not what we're looking for. We're looking for the Heat Wave. Let's go Fukusha. I mean, we've got a lot of value here. Question is it enough to match his? Now, keep in mind, he is playing a Yan deck, so a lot of value has been used. Interesting. Do we Heatwave this Shupe, or do we think he's playing Nausicaa's? I think we just Heatwave the Shupe. Because this just loses value for not playing units. You don't want Fukusha Axel. And disconnect. So we want a Fukusha Axel. At this point we do it. Because it can deny a barricade, make him use a leader charge potentially. He's not to rearmor that one now. Fukusha's never getting through with the rain. But now we have the 6 for the bride, so we can go in with a decoction, maybe. The decoction is probably what we want to go for. Oh, it's a good create. Worth a lot of points there. And rearmor. Questions, what's his last card? Questions, do we bride here? We bride here. What are we getting with her? Right, this doesn't do much. if we do a second blessing. Decoction denies 2 damage. Basically the same as making points. Offering doesn't do... Offering denies these 2 as well, though. It does 1, 2. Just take this. Ah, the rain got us there anyway. He's gonna rearmor it? Sure. Just a diplomacy. This could RNG. So we're taking 4 damage here. So we're going down to 20. We're going down to 18. He gets 4 here. He goes to 32. Or up to 32. 14. He does get it. Too much carryover. Forgot we only played the 1 Megascope. Euhelium? Something. I don't know, man. Can't pronounce real names, let alone this stuff. Alright, double cross. Okay, so if this is an Assimilate deck, he just makes more crows than us, right? I've had this happen before. We've done this matchup. We know how it goes. They just make more crows than us, and, well, he can't make more crows than us if we can't draw a crow. So at least we have an Oniromancy there. Don't need this if we have the Axle. Yeah, this is not a good hand. Again, I guess not again. We don't have messengers, so we're going to have to pull them out of our deck to Megascope, which means we can't... Yeah, we should have kept this, actually. I was thinking we don't need this because of the Axle, but the Axle's the one transforming. But here I think we want to save the Axle round 2. I'm not sure how much we want to go in on the crows. We want to see what he's playing first. Because the crow create's worth more points than the transform into messengers. Okay, there's a Torres. I'm so glad we drew our Axle there. What are we looking at? Yeah, he's going to get more crows than us. I mean, that's just Assimilate for you sometimes. But, I mean, even if we just pull it out of our deck now, it's too late because he can... Still have to do it, though. Well, got to do it. We should have kept the, we should have kept the Rhizome. But I don't think we really have a chance here. Because he's going to outcrow us. And that's our entire purpose. We're going to have to do like some kind of round 2 all-in, I think, to have a chance here. Because his carryover should be more. Alright, there's going to be like 1 obsidian thingy. Obsidian mirror. Gets 3 of these. If he kept it, which normally you keep it in certain matchups, like against some things we could have here. The cycle. So he's not playing Yon, he's doing the cycle version. It's fine. Obsidian Mirror and Illusionist are the issues. If he's playing either of those, well, I guess Obsidian Mirror just has to have it in hand. And then if he's playing Illusionist, that's just too many crows. Just outcrows us. With just using 4s, we're playing our golds to do it. I think I prefer playing against this here than the Yon deck, though. Guess you can coup it as well. You can Duchess Informant it. Those are like the standard ways. I was adding in like if they're also holding the Obsidian Mirror and playing an illusionist version of Assimilate. It's gonna be way too many crows. I've had Nilfgaard players like row cap themselves on crows from just copying them from us before. Like to play they play like 9, there's still more than they play 5 more in their ranged row. Copying our blessings and stuff. Okay, so let's go for some Dead Man's Tongue. I mean, we only have one option here, really. Just keep doing this. He went first with Torres, so that should be enough tempo for him to win. We just have to hope that carryover can do it. And so far, we haven't seen the scary cards from him. Okay. The fact that it's not an Obsidian Mirror is great. Got to pass here, though. I wonder what he's thinking. Maybe he has a Xavier in hand and then wants to go down to Spore? That doesn't make much sense, though. Yeah. Just assimilate tactics. It's going to be a Rune Mage. It's going to be a Rune Mage and a Henry, I'm pretty sure. But we can't do much about that. Do we need this squirrel? It's good against Coup, but rather keep it in deck, I think. Make sure of a good Sove. Our best options here are going to be either to Oneiromancy, Ermion, pull out the Rhizome, which I like because it thins our deck by a couple. And then we can do the Axel Transform for a big carryover. He's going to start Taylor stealing our stuff, though, right? Like, this is where we starts going wrong here. We have to bring them back immediately. He's going to have more than one of that. Sometimes it's a one of, but I've seen a lot of two of it. Could be an Amnesty as well. There's the ones he made, so he's going to copy some more. Oh, it doesn't have an Alchemy, though. I suppose that is true. Definitely want this. He's going to coup it. But I'd like to go Axel after. A couple more. I think our best chance here is to just keep round 3 with the leader charge Sove. We can just like spend everything else. If he looks like he can win this round, we can spend those and rely on the crows, but I don't really want to do that against Nilfgaard with double cross. It's probably like a Battle Stations Ivo round 3 potential. So with like Nausicaa's. So we really need high value stuff to match that. And just like Battle Station, Nausicaa Slave Drivers quite a bit. Okay. I love this. Let's make 2 more crows and call it good. That's an interesting pass. He must have some kind of long round, right? Like I think Ivo, maybe even Johnny Sarah. They're fun now, although I don't know if you'd play them with double cross. Does have one more messenger, so I guess he has that nice combo for round 3. Squirrel we don't need here. We're looking at, we have Oneiromancy and we have Ermion, so we can pull out this and this, that's good. Oneiromancy probably gets us Bride, and that should be all the cards we want from our deck. Should be good enough. I think we just open up. We open up with the Blessing. Or is to give him time to get really good value out of a out of either the Lydia or out of another remedy. I think we just do that. What's he going to do? Yep, Artorias Vigo. Duchess Informant, alrighty. This game we really need to, I think, we're just going to have to get insane value off of stuff like the Bear Witcher Mentors. Let's lock this. He's already, like, hasn't played Diviner. Diviner's pretty common now. It's a decent card. People used to say it was bad, dealing with its buff, but now I'm seeing a lot of it, which is good. I think it is good. The reason we went for the Dregery here is because I think this 6 would be better reaching like a Brothen's, or could still kill it with its Assimilate trigger. And this can kill Hefty Helga, if that's what they want to do. We can always lock that the Helga too, but just I think the decoction is a little bit better. A little more value. We have to be careful about Rose, though, because he's playing Nilfgaard with spies, so I'm gonna Ermion this. Okay, that's not ideal. That's for sure. Can Fukusha Axel? There's a chance he's gonna go, like, play a Mage Torture and then copy that for really good value. We'll see. Yeah, there's the Mage Torture.
I know the truth.
Yeah, there's the Fukusha. We can't. Here's the thing, though. We can't last save Fukusha, which means we can't hold her and not use her. So that's normally what you want to do in this situation. We can't. Take this out just for the engines. And to be honest, he only has Magni divisions in his graveyard, so the Fukusha's not that bad. Probably do want to Offering soon, though. I want to save. I probably want to Offering soon. There's the Arted. Fukusha, yep, it's only Magnivision. That's not that bad. Stefan's scary. Our hand really isn't too great for him to copy with his leader. He's probably going to cast it on 5. So I want to hold off the Offering for a little bit just in case he's going to hit a Bear Witcher, which he will obviously hit it. Comes the Coup. Comes the second Fukusha. Torturer.
And if I insert a needle here, what then?
Can we get to the Bear? There's a good chance we can get to the really big Sove. Bride's best target's Decoction. We can't hit that right now. I guess if he does go tall, we can Heatwave the Bear Witcher Mentor, right? Has he played a squirrel? He won't have a squirrel, I don't think. Okay, let's go over the Offering. He's going to copy us and get the Mentor, but we can get that 8 value Sove. Well, the 8 value Bear on the Sove. And then he can't Heatwave our Mentors later. Not ideal still, though. Can't heatwave the Ivo because that's a last say. Tough game here. After we won round 1. We don't like that. There's the Crow Mother. Didn't go for the leader. Need to play his range. The thing is, he's getting pretty full on rows here. Nausea Cousin Slave Drivers, he will not have row space for. Hit that bear. We need big value. Big Sove. He might just get row blocked, to be honest. Especially if there's slave drivers. Which I don't think there are. Yeah, I don't think there are. He's going to be pretty limited on the amount of units he can play here. Sure, he's got like a heat wave on this. If he copies Blessing, so Leo, if he copies Blessing, he can bring back the bear we can put in his graveyard and kill one of his own cards. He goes to Leo like we said. 21 point Mentor there. That's pretty darn big. And he just used a Tall Punish. And we have another one. Not often you see Nilfgaard being the one struggling with row space. Usually they do it to other people with their disloyal cards. Those extra Fukushas might come back to hurt him. Yeah, he's going to copy Heatwave. We know that. Yep. This Bear Witcher is not going to be as big. He can still win this, by the way, if he goes Stefan here. Like, the Stefan gets enough points, I think, where he wins. Yeah, just got to discard. Discarded a Duchess Informant. I know he discarded... Yeah, I think it was Duchess Informant. Drop this guy in. Only 18 on that one. Looking at 10 points on this as our best option. And we've got the Heatwave. So I think Stefan wins the game here. It's a bricked Brathens, though. Just gives us... I guess he's playing Emissary. Never mind. He wasn't playing Emissary. That was bricked. There's an argument for us to discard this Heatwave, by the way. Which is hilarious that that's a thing. The argument here is he knows we have a Heatwave. There's his own Heatwave. He's going to win now. Double Heatwave. Because we can't discard where he doesn't have enough points to catch up. If he didn't have the second Heatwave there, and he just like discarded a card or played a random special, we would probably discard this. Now we're forced Heatwave because we're down on points. Then he plays an Ivo or Stefan and we lose. But we don't have any other option here. We had the second Heatwave.
Thanks, my friend.
I mean, we know what you're doing, buddy. It's not a surprise. Lydia, none of this is a surprise. We know you have a card.
I will not have you gaze at me so.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
I mean, it's not like we had a choice here, buddy. It's not some major revelation. Any day now. There we go. Yeah, so he just had the second Heatwave. The Heatwave from our hand got it there. Matthias O'Connor playing some Symbiosis. Oh, this isn't going to be good. We don't have enough control to deal with this. And there can carry over a lot of points. We're going to have to get a good hand here. No messenger is quite... Oh, we don't have any way to get it either. No decree, no oneiromancy. Well, that is 4 options. Let's see if we can draw into one. No, we're dead. There's just nothing we can do here. The only chance here, like, he's going to Aquin, he's going to do his stuff. We can't set up round 1. The only thing we can do is play this. I just don't see a way out from there. That's unfortunate. Maybe he overcommits round 2. Like, the only way we can win this game is if he messes up after this kind of opening hand. But let's see what happens. People mess up all the time, apparently. Only when we're recording, though. When we aren't recording, everyone just plays, like, super well. Then we're recording, people randomly quit, play things in the wrong row, you never know. Must be some kind of telepathic camera powers. It's devotion, and he doesn't have to spend the Aquin. That's just way too much. No answer to that. We just don't have anything. Can we at least get an axial transform? Yes, we can do that. That's something, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we'll do that.
Gods protect us.
I guess this is some carryover setup. We can do some setup. That's just, if he doesn't have to play the Aquin, we can't beat the Aquin round unless we Heatwave her. And then we're just going to die to Sim loss. But if it's Devotion, which it is, then we have to worry about that. We just have to worry about the Ethne round 3 that we can't remove. Since we can't remove the Ethne round 3 is just unwinnable against Ethne. Unless it's like 3 cards and we have maximum carryover. We probably have to lead her to secure this round. Problem with that is we don't match the Aquin then. Druids Caress. Oh, no, we got the Aquin this round. That's something. We still can't let the round 3 happen. The long round 3 is unavoidable, though. And our normal counter to these long round 3 situations is the big offering into Bear Witcher Mentor combos. But in Symbiosis, everything's going to be boosted, and that won't give us any damage things on his side of the board. He'll hit good value, right, because he'll hit a bunch of tokens, but good value is not enough to win. Got to shorten this and get more carryover still. We probably, if he passes on 5, we need to lead her to win the round. But I think it's a trade that's worth it. He shouldn't pass this turn, though. Because what he might do is play like a random bronze here. Yeah, like a random bronze here. We go Megascope. He sees the big point differential and knows we can't catch up. Question is round control really worth this? You don't even have the Sove, right? Like, he can respect the Sove, but we don't have it. So this is too much here. If we had the Sove, we could go in it round here to win a round 1. But since we don't have it, at this point it's too much that we can't keep going. Now he has the option to do some round 2 pushing here and not just go long round 3 Ethne. If he goes long round 3 Ethne immunity, really, to be honest, there's nothing we can do to come back. Hey, at least we have our crows. That's something. We can actually pull the one out of our deck now. We need him to play a little bit here. Right, like we need him to play into this round a little bit, so I don't want to just open with crows, make it look like we're gonna out-tempo him. We want to play something small, actually. We want him to like hit this, hit it with Rebuke, think he's doing well. See? Hit it with Rebuke, hit it with that. Make him think he's doing well. Now, Now we can go in and get our crows. Because now he's a little bit committed to the round. We'll at least get a card advantage here, and he's not going to want to just give us that card advantage. But I guarantee if we just open these crows first, instead of playing that little half-root, I think he just passes. Alright, now we're going to do some stuff. This is good. We do have Decree into things. Probably have to save that for Sove, though. Let's do another one of these. And actually, since we crowed from the deck, none of them got doomed, which is good. So we crowed, like, we just drew into the crow because we didn't play earlier. It means we didn't get doomed from the blessing, which is quite nice. Does it matter? Probably not, but we'll see. Mating Season now is a great offering, actually. Such a good offering. Still ahead uneven. And now we're looking at the Bear Witcher Mentors and thinking they're looking pretty good now. We've got a chance here, just because he's pushing into this round. If we didn't push into this round, it's been really rough for us. Like I said, if he just goes round 3 Ethne, plays the immune form, I think that's just it. Like, I don't think we can do anything. As it is, we're getting some options. Not saying we're safe. We're definitely not safe still. Because if he fills this spot, we can't Sove, right? Because the Sove needs a space opposite. We don't need to win uneven anymore. I think we just play this. He might pass. Let me play the other one. I'm thinking he's going to force out the Fukusha, though. So Fukusha's our next play. It's going to consume the 6 Vitality. Yep. Going to half the Fukusha. Fukusha Axle. Need a little bit of time for that rain. And then let's see if he passes. If we don't get 2-0'd, I think we're okay. Okay. Bear Witcher Mentor coming in here. He did play down to really low card count. I thought we were doomed to the opener, but he played into his lose condition, which is letting us do carryover from 2 to 3. I'm surprised by that. Nowadays, everyone just wants to push round 2. Like, no matter what their deck is, no matter the matchup, and I don't think that was the right choice here. We get both of those. We have Anarmacy Decree, so we can. This is looking, honestly, really good. Get that messenger, bring her back. 28-point opening play, and then we go into Sove from here. We'll have that squirrel in here, so looking really good. Just slam all that tempo on him, see what he does about it, basically. I wonder if he didn't draw Ethne. And tried to grab her there. That's what it looks like. Looks like he didn't draw her and tried to grab her off council. And if that's the case, that's just feels bad. Actually, we should be spawning these melee because of the Gezros option. And we should have played the crows ranged. Forgot about Gezros there for a minute. But we can't play all of the... Yeah, we should have done that. That was a mistake. See if we get punished. Some people are experimenting with Gezros. We're up by 45, though.
Let us talk to strangers.
100% he was trying to hit the Ethnioth Council. Still has a lot of points left over. We have Oneiromancy for something. Bear Witcher Mentor is honestly probably the best choice. It doesn't get better than this turn. I guess it's worth a couple more. Talking if we got a Plate of Blessing, that'd be the best choice. I'm thinking about comparing. I'm comparing it to the other options here. That's 6. He is in Devotion. Just play Bride. Do have these Rhizomes, obviously. I was just thinking about going for the Mentor here because he might boost up one of the damaged cards. But I think it's okay if he does. Yeah, we can remove that. And removing that's more valuable because he's going to want to try and consume those 6 points from the Vitality on Shaping Nature. Don't want him doing that. We should be good here. Should have enough points. There's the Simloss. This last card, Shaping Nature. Unless you put it back and top decked like a Gourd, but I don't think that would be the case. I guess if he top decked a Gourd. I don't think Gourd's popular at the moment, to be honest. But he could have it. It'd be like a 15, plus this would be 4 more. Gourd could get him there. Shaping Nature would not.
I foresee victory for you.
This is a bad heat wave. I suspect it's Shaping Nature, though. Yep. Should be a draw, right? Yeah, it's a draw. Okay, we'll take it. We were really expecting a loss that game, so a draw we'll be happy with. That is the deck, guys. As far as things, it's pretty fun to do with a setup. I do want a second Rhizome, I think. Actually, we never were out of Rhizomes, but I think I might want a second. I think I might want a second one. Then I don't think the Raging Bear did much for us, to be honest. So we'll probably bump something else up in the deck. I think we got one big Raging Bear combo, but it wasn't really worth it, I don't think, to have in the deck for it. Most of the time we were just getting the squirrels, so like a second squirrel maybe instead. That's okay. As far as the rest, we have an extra provision, which we will try to account for later. Probably not right now, I'm just talking about things I'd like to see in the deck. As far as the rest, Commander's Horn's an option too. So we do spawn a lot of things. Just won't be as good value as if you're playing the Roachnickers, because they come out and they give you those golds. Yeah, anyway, that's the deck, guys. Just want to make that mention of the second Rhizome there. Overall, pretty fun. It was nice using Sove for a change. Don't see him really anymore, so nice to try him out. I think we would rather do him in a deck with a bit more damage, although we have ways to set him up here. We have the Offering, we have the Decoction if you pick the random damage, you have the Rain from stuff like Fukusha, and the good old little half-furs. So he did okay. The idea here for this was to give us a play that could secure us that round 3, or win round 1, where we can do round 2 pressure with the Crows carrying it to round 3. We just didn't really draw very well, to be honest here. I don't like blaming stuff on draws, but we didn't draw hands where we could do the setup round 1, which made it so we had to use Sove differently. But that being said, Sove, Offering, and Bear Witcher Mentors got us into a lot of games we would otherwise be out of. So I did like that. But to be honest, there are other options here instead of Sove. What's this? The 17 provisions we've got to work with there. but you really are looking for something that'll get you around 1, in my opinion. So things like big tempo plays, stuff like Triss doesn't synergize too well with the deck, but she's something that could work. Kraken type of thing, you can play Kraken. If the opponent doesn't have an answer, or they have a bunch of units out, it'll get you the round. Things like that. Even to some extent, the Svalbard, because he does work pretty well with the Bear Witchers as well. So he's even like something like that that just gives you a bunch of points in a round that can win it for you. That's what we're looking at here. I don't think this is an Otkel deck. I thought about making an Otkel deck, but I decided not to for this one. But yeah, stuff like that's what we're looking for. But hopefully, guys, this is a fun one to watch. We didn't really get to show off too much of the crows. This is more of a Bear Witcher Mentor highlight type of video, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Hope you guys are too, and we'll see you in the next one.